All right. Anyone got any questions or comments or anything they want to share? Or
Okay.
Sabi, yeah.
So I remember when I first started talking to you, the one thing that I really couldn't get, and it was like really bothering me, was how you would say, oh, like, okay, like in this moment right here, or just in this, the past, or like, let's say dinosaur bones, it's a thought now that's appearing as the dinosaur bones, but it's this. So I was like, what do you mean? You're like, how old is that laptop? You're like, it's this, it's a, so recently it's just been like, oh, like, yeah, like I can't even say I get it, because nothing now, what everything, why it can't be spoken, why nothing can be spoken, like a lot of stuff has been seen. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah. Now, try and cognize the intelligence behind that. Seriously.
Yeah.
All there ever is now. There's no such thing as a past. No such thing as a future. All there ever is now. So this now is constantly recreating itself now, constantly. Now think about the size of the universe. We're all pretty aware of the Big Bang, right? Imagine a Big Bang just happening all the time now. Boom, 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 boom. Because nothing goes anywhere. So it's just an absolute constant recreation of itself, if you like. Now how old is a dinosaur bone? You can't even do that. It's a ridiculous question. Yeah. I should have got his name. I didn't. Tulsa, something. Anyway, I was listening to a physicist the other day, and there's, there's a few varying camps with physics as to how the universe came into being. There's the Big Bang camp. There's the parallel universe camp. There's expansionism. There's a few different models that they're running on, and there's a strong contingent of physicists now that are saying, no, everything is bursting into existence right now. And you guys have been watching my videos. So there's some that are, if nothing else, certainly absolutely entertaining the idea of that. Just so. And it's pretty easy to test. You just go to your own direct experience. But what's happening just now? That's why of late, the last few satsangs that I've been doing, I've been, the pointing seems to be pretty damn pointy in relation to just now. Now, I think the last one we did, Donna, I said, if it's only now, what can you compare now with? What? The illumination in seeing the answer to that question, if it's only now, what can you compare now with? What?
No.
When would you have time to compare it with anything if it's only now? Ponder it. You tell me it's just now. When you have, what are you going to compare now with if it's always just now?
I just got it. You can't, you need time to compare, to have a thought about and think,
So this whole idea of, oh, but we found these dinosaur bones that are 65 million years old, compared to what? It's really interesting, like, even science. All they have is like these models of what they think may have happened. Models. And then when you really drill down on it, science is all based on assumption. The first point is an assumption, and then they build a model on that. See if they can get that model to work mathematically. Based on an assumption. Which is pretty interesting, because that's what we also do as a seeming personal human being. Everything we think we know is based on an assumption. Like, not a fact, an assumption, or a belief. So if it's only now, what can you compare now with? It's like two parts to that statement. If it's only now. Well, is it only now? And then if it is, what can you compare now with?
So I remember when you were like, the laptop in front of you, you're like, so how old is it now? And I forgot who you were talking to, but in my head, I was thinking like, well, my laptop's obviously, this is back, months ago. I was like, it's obviously 2 years old. Like, what do you mean? Like, it's 2 years old. But now it's like, I didn't get it at all. But when you see what's saying that, and that you're not saying that, it's not you that's saying it's 2 years old, and where is it coming from, and what is it, and where does it go to? And then it's like, oh my God, everything's like that.
Yeah.
How is anything known? It's,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, in the answer's in the direct experience, which is always only now. The direct experience is always just now. Anything mind says is a story, not related to direct experience. So I often say, can the mind experience this present moment? Just talks about it. It's got concepts about it. Yeah. And then mind then believes the concepts and then takes the concept to be the present moment. Just what science does. Same. You know, science is busy trying to measure things. Naturalist, the observable universe. You start talking metaphysics with physicists and they don't want to go there. Why not? Well, because we can't measure it. We can't know. So if we can't know, what's the point of going there? And then they just shut down and continue on trying to measure stuff. And that's the nature of the mind. It's not that, it's not that scientists are making a mistake, in terms of measurement. Discovered some amazing things, some absolute amazing things. But if you want to get to source, science is the wrong tool to use. It's the wrong tool. Total wrong tool to use. You've got to try and come to see that the second part of that statement, which is, what can you compare now with? It's like a koan. It'd be something you'd give a student to say, go and ponder that. Come back and let me know what you discover after a month. I just want you to ponder that. What can you compare now with? And if you guys haven't been, ponder it. Ponder it. See what you come up with. Just ponder it. What can you compare now with? And just watch what happens from posing the question. Mind will do all sorts of acrobatic tricks, and eventually it should dawn on you. Just with that, what can you compare now with? What can you compare now with? That's interesting. Well, now's not yesterday. Yeah, and can you compare now with yesterday? Like, you've got to look, you've got to challenge this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. The last few sessions I've been trying to point to now and bring people to the direct experience of now. Now. And anything other than this, just this direct experience of now, it's just going to be minds chatting away to minds, thoughts and